How's it going, everybody? Alongside TJ Calkins, Jay Sannon here with ATS, getting you ready for another UFC Fight Night card. TJ, this card headlined by Vicente Luque taking on Belal Muhammad. We will get to that fight in a little bit. It is one of your three plays on this card. Before we get there, I want to start off. Alatang Hiley taking on Kevin Croom. Alatang Hiley, highly favored, minus 185. What do you think about this bout?
Yeah, so we know what Krim does. He comes out, he tries to get the job done in the first round. I've never found him to be the most skilled or technical fighter. And we know that Alatang Hiley is highly durable. So Krum is going to have an uphill battle if he thinks he's going to come out there and starch him and, not have to save any cardio. And that's not going to work. So what we're going to see is Alatang Hiley, a better striker. He's just more skilled. Even if he's not super active, but as the fight wears on, he's just going to take over. He's going to do some good clinch work. He's going to get takedowns. He's going to control on top. I think the first round could be close, but I think we're going to see a 30-27 decision, and I think it's going to be very clear-cut by the end of the fight. So flat play, minus 185 on Alatang Hiley.
TJ, next up, I want to get your thoughts on Pat Sabatini taking on TJ Laramie. It's Sabatini, a massive favorite, minus 435 in this fight. Do you think he lives up to it?
Yeah, and honestly, this could be wider. TJ Laramie is just not getting any favors from the matchmakers. I don't know if they think highly of him or need him to prove something, but so Derek Minner, he probably should have won that fight. He got caught in the guillotine, but then they match him up with Damon Jackson. Fight canceled. Bagdasarian twice canceled. Now Pat Sabatini's probably the worst one. Sabatini's going to be the better striker. He may not be the better wrestler, but he can wrestle. He can get the fight down. Either way, his BJJ is the biggest skill set differential in this fight. And whether he lands on top or bottom, he's going to end up on top. I think a submission is easily the most likely outcome of this fight. And getting plus 125 on that ITD line, that's where I believe the value is, and that's where we're going to attack Sabatini inside the distance, plus 125.
Now, TJ, the main event of this fight night card, it is Vicente Luque taking on Belal Muhammad. Luque, a minus 180 favorite. I know it's a fight you're excited about. I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, it's a fun one. We've actually seen this fight before. These two fought 6 years ago. Luque starched him in just over a minute. And while this fight will probably go longer, I think we're going to see the same victor. So Muhammad, we've seen him go on a little bit of a run here. He hasn't lost in 7 fights. He does have that no contest against Leon Edwards with the eye poke and that. But Muhammad, his wrestling is kind of what's carried him, and his striking, he's more of a point striker. He just doesn't threaten finish. He doesn't have power. He doesn't land heavy. And that's a problem with Luque, because Luque, he stalks you. He freaking rams your legs, is what the leg kicks, the boxing, it's just always coming at you, and it's always coming with power. And the striking is going to belong to Luque again in a big way. Where Muhammad has an advantage, he is a better wrestler, and that's well and good. But let me tell you, Luque's front chokes are probably the most underrated I've ever seen. In the UFC alone, he has 5 front choke wins, either by Darce or Anaconda. And if a wrestler puts their neck in the wrong spot, it's instant. I mean, Luque grabs these things and he will put you out. If you don't tap, you're going to sleep. So any advantage Muhammad was going to have in this fight, Luque has something to counter it. And there's no advantage in the stand-up. So if Luque threatens with one of these, makes him start thinking about the takedowns, oh, maybe I don't want to do this, Luque is going to run away with the fight. If he cinches one of those in, he's going to end the fight. I don't know if he's going to get another finish, but I think he wins fairly comfortably. So I have no problem at all in the minus 180 on Luque.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. Vicente Luque is TJ Calkins' pick for the main event on this fight night card. Of course, for more from TJ on all of these fights, check out ATS.io. Get his full written thoughts on all of them. You do not want to miss it. Until next time, TJ Calkins, Jay Sannon saying, see you later. Good luck on all your UFC bets this weekend.